Deuteronomy 28. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. And all these blessings shall come on thee, and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. Blessed shalt thou be in the city, and blessed shalt thou be in the field. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy kine, and the flocks of thy sheep. Blessed shall be thy basket and thy store. Blessed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and blessed shalt thou be when thou goest out. The Lord shall cause thine enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face. They shall come out against thee one way, and flee before thee 7 ways. blessing upon thee in thy storehouses, and in all that thou settest thine hand unto. And he shall bless thee in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. The Lord shall establish thee an holy people unto himself, as he hath sworn unto thee. Thou shalt keep the commandments of the Lord thy God, and walk in his ways. And all people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of the Lord, and they shall be afraid of thee.
You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the Israelites of the Bible, according to the curses of Deuteronomy 28. And the simple fact of the matter is that my people have lied to you and the whole world about the Bible, and have sought to paint their images over your images, and to replace you in the Bible, which is your history, heritage, and culture.
Now I understand, and I'm very sorry for what Greeks, Romans, Ottomans, and all empires and pagan people did to Negro brothers, who suffer a hard bondage and atrocities. This is the Holocaust. Real Jews, Israelites or Hebrew Israelites have a black skin complexion and hair like wool. You so-called Afro-Americans or Africans or blacks or Negro must wake up. You are the real Israel who suffered the slavery and scattered on the earth through slavery. Read Deuteronomy chapter 28.
Scattered in the slave trade. That's the real biblical Hebrew Israelite.
So as a Gentile, I'm here to profess, black people, you are Israelites, you are the chosen ones, you are a prestigious people.
You know that the black man in America is Israel, that he's Jews. Do you know that?
Yes. The people that are here, the black people, the people of color that are here, that have been brought here from Africa, their ancestors brought here from Africa, are the Hebrew Israelites. They're even in the African dictionary, African and Negro are two different things, are two different classifications of people.
From West Africa, they have been taken as slaves to America. Brothers and sisters, blacks of America, it's you. You are the true Hebrews. You are the true Hebrews from the Bible. America gonna do everything, gonna invest as much money as it has, gonna fight as much wars as they can, gonna invite as much weapons as they can just to hide this away from you. Gonna take Israel, gonna bring white people here and to tell you these are the Jews, gonna kill you, gonna kill Arabs, gonna mistreat white people like this guy just to tell you this lie that you are nobody and we are the Jews with all the history and so on. It has been deleted, your history. You don't know who you are. Don't forget about it. This is why America has been taking your history away, never to find out that it's all about you.
Tell them who the true people of the Bible are.
The black people.
Say that again.
The black people.
Acts 13:1. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon, that was called Niger, and Lucius of Cyrene, and Manaen, which had been brought up with Herod the Tetrarch, and Saul. Simeon was called Niger, Niger, and that word, my friend, is a Latin word meaning black. And it was referring to people's skin color. Okay? And Niger just happens to be where that foul word comes from if you add a G onto it, and that is what the whole planet calls Hebrews to this very day.
يفترض أن بني إسرائيل في التاريخ القديم كانت لهم مواصفات جسمانية كطول الجسد وكعرض الجسد وشكل الرأس ولون البشرة ولون الشعر ولون العينين. هذه المواصفات التي يفترض أن الأبناء يولدوا دائما يتوارثونها. اليهود الآن منهم الزنجي ومنهم صاحب الشعر الأصفر ومنهم صاحب العيون الزرقاء، يعني تقريبا يتنوعوا ما بين أجناس البشر المختلفة. وبالتالي الحديث عن أن هؤلاء في العصر الحديث لهم علاقة ببني إسرائيل في التاريخ القديم هذا ليس صحيح.
Everybody blames the Jews for killing Christ, and then the Jews try to pass it off on the Romans. I'm one of the few people that believes it was the blacks.
I would interject that the true biblical Hebrews are the so-called African American people that are scattered abroad throughout the world.
All healing people as a white man. Why?
You know what movies we're talking about? They're all lies. They were all black. As cold.
The brown ones, bro.
The real Jews, huh?
The real Hebrews, bro.
Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom, bro.
Bro, real Jews were Hebrews, black men who used to grow their afro.
Christ and the ancient Hebrews were all black people with hair like wool.
And the reason I'm sick of white people is because no matter how much fact, no matter how much scripture you all are presented with regarding who the Hebrews in the Bible were and who they are in the earth today, which would be the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, the Native Americans, the Aborigines, no matter what you're presented with, you still want to dispute this and maintain your superior, pompous, arrogant attitudes. And it makes me sick. I come across these so-called biblically based websites, and listed for the 12 tribes of Israel are all European countries. What is wrong with you people? You should be ashamed of yourselves. After everything these people have been through at the hand of the white man, slaughtered, ran off their land, sold into bondage, had their heritage stolen from them, would it kill you? Would it kill you to acknowledge the fact that these could be God's chosen elect? Well, evidently so. And unfortunately, in the words of King Solomon, there's nothing new under the sun. As a matter of fact, I'd like to read what King David had to say regarding this. And this is from Psalm 83. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They have a confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, that's you white people, Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, the Hagareans, Gebal and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, and with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have holpen, the children of Lot, Selah. You still want to think that you're Israelites, and I hate to break it to you white people, but you are not. You are Edom, you are Edomites, the descendants of Esau, Jacob's brother.
The real Jews were not the Bible times, were not white. He said that...
Hold on, wait. Your grandfather, a Jewish, he's a Jewish rabbi?
Yeah.
He said that what now?
He said that the real Jewish people from the Bible from back in the days were not white.
So the Jews or the Israel in the Bible is not white?
Huh?
Israel in the Bible, the Jews in the Bible are not white?
Yeah.
98% of everybody out there believes that their roots starts in Africa. So they call themselves Black African Americans. And really what they should be talking themselves is they are what? The Hebrews and the Jews of the original temple of the city of David.
The Hebrew Israelites, God's chosen people, are what we call African American. Okay, they're not African and they're not American. They are God's chosen people, as well as the Indians and the Mexicans. And if it's the first time you're hearing this, you need to read the Bible. And the Lord, His Spirit came over me. He said, my children don't know what a good father I am. They haven't experienced how perfect I am. Right now, they are scrambling. They're woken up and they're scrambling because it says in my word that if you remember my covenant I made with you, then I will remember you. So these people are scrambling, and many of them are very angry. You have no place, none, to be ridiculing them. These are God's children. The Lord said they are scrambling. They're reaching out for me in the best way they know how. How are they going to know how to love when they haven't experienced love in thousands of years? They have been separated from me. They're trying to reach back to me. He said, pray for them. Pray for them.
And the Lord shall make thee plenteous in goods, in the fruit of thy body, and in the fruit of thy cattle, and in the fruit of thy ground, in the land which the Lord sware unto thy fathers to give thee. The Lord shall open unto thee his good treasure, the heaven to give the rain unto thy land in his season, and to bless all the work of thine hand. And thou shalt lend unto many nations, and thou shalt not borrow. And the Lord shall make thee the head, and not the tail, and thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath.
Your Majesty.
that thou hearken unto the commandments of the Lord thy God, which I command thee this day, to observe and to do them. And thou shalt not go aside from any of the words which I command thee this day, to the right hand or to the left, to go after other gods to serve them. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee,